Thank you, Mr President. I seek leave to make a brief explanation before addressing a question to the Minister for Health and Wellbeing on the topic of abortion access during the COVID pandemic.
Leave granted. Leave's granted.
Thank you, Mr President. In every other Australian jurisdiction, bar South Australia, early medication abortion is available to pregnant women and girls up to 9 weeks gestation without them being required to attend a, quote from the Act, prescribed hospital. In other jurisdictions, women can seek early medication abortion from a GP or via telehealth, which relieves pressure on health services, of course, in particular during this pandemic. However, the South Australian law, the Criminal Law Consolidation Act 1935, sections 81, 82, 82A, restrict abortion care access for South Australian women and girls, with penalties as high as life imprisonment for those who breach that law. I asked on the 25th of March in this place of the Minister for Health and Wellbeing what was being done to address the restrictions that we have to early medication abortion in this state, and he responded that it presupposed the bill we were debating that day. That bill is now an Act and has passed the Parliament. It gives the state coordinator the ability to make directions under the extended declaration power. I note that correspondence has been sent both to the Minister for Health and Wellbeing by members of this place as well as the SA Abortion Action Coalition, raising our concerns that in South Australia women and girls cannot access via telehealth early medication abortion up to that approved 9 weeks period. My question to the Minister for Health and Wellbeing is, when will South Australian women and girls be able to use telehealth to access early medication abortion, and have any women and girls in this state been pushed over that 9-week period through our restrictive and archaic laws to having to require surgical abortions as a result of not being able to access early medication abortion?
Minister for Health and Wellbeing.
The current state of the law in relation to abortion is obviously a matter for this House, and the House has had bills by the honourable member to reform abortion law, but the House, this Parliament, has not changed the law. In answers to previous questions, I think in the debate on the response bill and in public comment, I have indicated it's my understanding that the state coordinator could use the powers to temporarily suspend elements of the abortion law to support public health objectives during the pandemic. The honourable member's question has within it the answer, which I know she knows that I'm duty-bound to give, which is it is not me that issues directions. It is a matter for the state coordinator, and in relation to public health matters, the state coordinator is expected to seek the advice of the Chief Public Health Officer. As the honourable member says, there have been representations made to me and to the department, and so it's a matter for the state coordinator.
Supplementary question.
Has the Chief Public Health Officer made any recommendation to the state coordinator to relieve the restrictive access to abortion that we have in South Australia?
Minister for Health and Wellbeing.
Yeah, the reality is that the state coordinator is in place under the Emergency Management Act. So in relation to the conduct of the state coordinator, I'd suggest the honourable member addresses their question to the Premier. I'm happy to take it on notice and seek an answer on her behalf.
Supplement on the original
question.
answer. How many women and girls have been pushed into surgical abortions as a result of the restriction of access to early medication abortion in this state, given the pandemic restrictions on their travel?
Minister.
I'm not aware of any cases, but I will seek advice as to whether I can give information in response.